I was knocked the fuck out, but as I was falling asleep, I got Benadryl hallucinations.
Oh, no.
There was, like, the size of a hand. Like, it looked like a hand, but it also looked like it had, like, a snail shell. And it was like, you're like, at least it's not the Hat Man. At least it's not the Hat Man.
Oh, thank God.
Right? I would rather see a snail hand. That's probably fine.
But have you guys heard the Benadryl Hat Man stories?
I've heard the
like
Hat
a few
Man stories. I guess, yeah, some of them have been connected to taking like a sleeping pill or something.
Yeah. So like there's a link between Benadryl and seeing entities like the Hat Man, and I don't know if it's just like a general hallucination because of the Benadryl, or if the Hat Man knows that you're like susceptible, so he creeps on it.
I hear a new episode.
I do? Yeah.
Yes.
I hear a new episode, a substance linked to an entity.
Ooh, that'd be so cool.
That would be so cool.
Also, like, why would people all experience the same thing? Like, if they're on Benadryl. Like,
just like
just
the
from
old hag syndrome. Why is it an old hag sitting on your chest?
I haven't
That's
heard
happened to me before, only she was holding my leg.
Yeah, and why do so many people experience that same freaking
just because
thing?
the power of suggestion, you've read about it, and so your brain is like, oh yeah, I've heard about this, let's do this.
The Hat Man's supposed to be here right now.
Yeah.
But then there's the people that have never heard of it, and then that happens
and then they see
to
the Hat Man.
them.
Where they're like, I don't know what happens there, but everybody's like, it's sleep paralysis.
It's the Hat
It'll be
Man,
fine.
Yeah.
That's fun.
But that is fun.
I love
that
it.
Will be a good,
That'll be a good
episode.
That will be a good episode. Hi, y'all.
Hi, I'm Shandi, and I can't even leave my bed without a black cat crossing my path.
Hi. Hi, I'm Kylee, and I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious.
Hi, I'm Craig, and I don't want a ghost living in my thumb. And this is Seance With My Siblings, Superstitions. All right, so the superstition I'm going to be talking about today is the one of tucking your thumb when you're like inside a cemetery.
Oh, I've never heard of this. This is
I
wild.
hadn't heard of it either. It didn't have a whole lot of information. It was kind of like, this is like what it is. But like, it also had like another few things relating to it. And also just like superstitions like based in Japan.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So this one's from Japan. Superstitions from around the world are like
They're
so
wild and
like the culture that creates them, and it's just so much fun.
It's wild when they line up when one's like on a completely different continent than the other one.
Yeah,
And,
those
like,
are like my favorite.
Oh my god, yes. And if they don't like know about each other, it's like,
Exactly.
I
Right.
see you.
like when these superstitions came about, there was no way of them ever being able to have contact at that point in time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes. It's
Yes,
so-
confirmation.
Yeah. Freaking there's no coincidence, but like synchronicities. Oh.
I love that shit.
Same. So
Yeah.
good.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
Nom,
tell
nom,
us
nom.
about this.
All right, so in Japan, it is a common superstition to tuck your thumb into the palm of your hand, like when passing or walking through a cemetery. A lot of like the Japanese superstition actually lies in like words and like how the characters are like written out, having like
Okay.
similar meanings or being similar in character. For example, the pronunciation of 4 in Japanese is like shi, and which is sounds the same as like saying death.
Okay.
So therefore, like the number 4 is like taboo, and like
It's the death number.
it's the death number. Like people will
Okay.
not put
A
4 floors. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like that kind of thing, or like a 4th parking spot. Like if it's like numbered out, like they'll just skip 4.
And just go. It's just 5.
It's just 5. Even though it's technically still 4, we call it 5, so...
So we're not...
No death today.
Death. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, just like it's being emitted on several occasions, not seeing buildings that display for floor parking, lots, like I said, without the 4th car space. Mm-hmm. And consequently, number 9 shares a similar reason, as one of its possible pronunciations in Japanese is ku, which is the same as like pain, suffering, or anguish.
Oh.
Ooh.
So just like numbers and like how they, or like words and how like they relate to different things, like can make this whole superstition around them. So it's kind of fun with that.
That is interesting.
But
people are always being weird about numbers, aren't they?
They really like... Yeah, they sure are. Yes. So the Japanese word for thumb and its meaning as the parent finger is why they'll tuck their thumb inside at the cemetery to protect one's parents from death.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the mommy finger and the daddy finger, and if you don't tuck them, your
parents will get an early grave and get haunted, yeah.
Ooh. Yikes. That's not very nice.
No. The same idea also follows if you see a hearse.
Okay.
Then you would tuck your thumb. And in what I was reading, it said the ghost will, like, be attached to your thumb.
Oh.
And, like, maybe I got lost in, like, words. But, like, that was, like, the gist of it. Yeah, it was, like, if you... don't tuck your thumb when you're seeing a hearse pass by, then it will lead to you and or your parents' early grave, and the ghost will live in your thumb.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, bet.
Well, now I need to get a little teeny ghost tattoo on my thumb.
That would be
so fun. Yes.
That would be super cute.
That would
So
be
cute.
super cute.
But yeah, that's really it on... It was a lot of like different websites saying the same thing for this superstition.
Okay.
So it was just like, yeah, like they'll tuck their thumb just because of like the meaning of the word and like it being the parent thumb. So that's what I have on that specific superstition. There are definitely a lot, so we should like talk about more sometime for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like the tucking the thumb in your palm when going into or passing a cemetery so you don't get a ghost in you.
Don't want a ghost in your thumb or to kill your parents.
Yeah.
It really shows their belief in like the power of words.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like words can be
Oh yeah.
like carry something with them.
Oh yeah.
Which words are definitely powerful because guess what you use to set intentions?
Words. Yes.
Yeah. That is super interesting,
It's
actually.
very interesting. And just that association with a number and a word and that leading to like a whole thing you have to do.
Where they're like so fearful of it that like it influences like just
Their actions.
their actions, yeah.
Yeah, and just the lore around what people do in cemeteries to get ghosts to not follow them.
Oh yeah. Like there's one where it's all like I always grew up hearing like hold your breath when you're driving by a cemetery.
Yep.
Or the ghost will follow you.
Or the ghost will follow you. Yeah, it's like along those same lines of superstition.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Very cool. Thanks,
Thanks,
Craig.
Craig.
You're welcome. Thank y'all.
Mine also has to do with numbers.
Mine doesn't.
Ooh.
That is okay. Okay. This is kind of similar to the number 4 thing that you were talking about. But have you ever gone into an elevator in a hotel, hospital, cruise ship, or business building and noticed that they don't have a 13th floor?
Yes. All the time.
Or perhaps you've noticed that flights are nearly empty and tickets are sold at a reduced price on Friday the 13th.
That's so
That
wild.
is a really good thing to know.
Or maybe you noted that a very few wear a 13 on their jersey while playing sports. There is no 13th hour or 13th month. So what is it about the number 13 that's got so many people's panties in a twist? It's just a number, right?
Or is it?
Bum, bum, bum.
The number 13 comes up in my story.
Oh.
Ooh.
So yeah, is it just a number?
Is it just a number?
Is it?
Let's find out. These superstitions have something to do with luck, or rather the lack of it.
Mm-hmm.
The number 13 is considered unlucky. Science tells us that whether you label and experience good luck or bad luck has a lot to do with your personality. Dr. Barbara Blatchley, I'm so sorry, Dr. Barbara, professor of psychology and neuroscience at Agnes Scott College in Decatur, which I'm not sure where that is actually. She says that humans have evolved to detect patterns in our environment because patterns make life predictable. When you can predict what's going to happen next, the world is less dangerous and uncertain. She says this means that we really dislike attributing anything to randomness and will search high and low for a cause. When situations feel out of our control, like the example of a car crash, we fail to back on luck to explain them.
It's in Georgia.
Okay, Decatur is in Georgia.
There's lots of Decaturs in many states, but this college is in Georgia.
Gotcha.
Georgia.
And it's beautiful.
So people don't like the randomness of things. They want to feel like they can predict the patterns, and luck is an example of something that can be unpredictable and out of people's control. So that's spooky.
We hate that.
We hate
It
that.
scares us.
So more than 40 million people in the U.S. alone have an aversion to the number 13, which is called triskaidekaphobia.
Ooh.
And they refuse to travel on Friday the 13th, stay on the 13th floor, or be the 13th guest at a dinner party.
Oh,
So
wow.
really, any way they could be associated with Friday, or if it's just the number 13.
Just the number 13.
They're like,
Honey. Throughout history in France, you could be hired as a quatrearmé. I really think I just butchered that word. I looked it up to say it, but quatrearmé.
Quattrozimes?
Zime, maybe.
I don't know.
To be the 14th guest at a dinner party or event, because the number 13 was thought so unlucky.
Yeah. I just go to parties for a living so that I'm always the unlucky one.
Oof.
But why? Turns out the French may have been onto something with those quatrearmés. The number 13 is associated with some famous dinner guests that led to tricks and betrayal.
Ooh.
These stories may have led us to believe that the number 13 leads to that unpredictability that humans dislike so much. In Norse mythology, there is the tale of the death of Balder. Balder was the son of the god Odin and the goddess Frigg. Balder was well loved among all the Norse gods, so when he began dreaming of a misfortune befalling him during a feast where he was the guest of honor, Odin took to the underworld to consult with a dead seeress to see if there was any merit to Balder's dreams. There was.
Mm.
Odin told the others what the seeress had said, and Frigg, determined to protect her son, had everything in the entire universe swear an oath that they would not harm Balder. All the other gods made sport of these oaths and tried to hurt Balder, but to no avail. In walks Loki.
Oh, no.
Mhm.
Love him. Okay. Loki, being the god of mischief and trouble, disguised himself and went to Frigg and asked her if everything swore an oath to keep Balder from harm. She told him, everything except the mistletoe. But the mistletoe is so small and innocent a thing that I felt it was, oh God, I can't pronounce this word, superfluous?
Superfluous?
Superfluous to ask if it for an oath. What harm could it do my son? What harm indeed?
Mm.
Loki sensed an opportunity for mischief.
Of course he did.
It's his whole thing. He went out, found some mistletoe, and carved it into a spear.
Of course he did.
He then returned to the party as himself and approached the blind god Hoder with some mistletoe, watching as the other gods merrily tormented Balder and said, "You must feel quite left out, having to sit back here away from the merriment, not being given a chance to show Balder the honor of proving his invincibility." The blind god concurred. "Here," said Loki, handing him the shaft of mistletoe. "I will point your hand in the direction where Balder stands, and you throw this branch at him." So Hoder threw the mistletoe. It pierced the god straight through, and he fell down on the spot. Okay, so the first version of this story that I read, there was nothing about like a spear or a shaft or anything. So I just imagined him like throwing
the mistletoe
that-
plant,
yeah,
with the
that-
little berries and leaves.
that you kiss under during Christmas time. I imagined him just like throwing that and
It's
just like falling down. Anyway, so Baldur dropped dead, and the gods trembled with fear, knowing that this was the first sign of Ragnarok. So there were 12 gods and goddesses engaging in revelry. In walks Loki, and now there are 13.
Yikes.
God damn it, Loki.
In Christian mythology,
Judas.
Judas.
Me, Jesus. Sorry, that Robin
That's so
Williams.
funny.
do it. Do the whole thing.
No, I can't remember. It was like Robin Williams talking about the Last Supper and all of like, and he's telling or what are they? The
apostles.
That one of them will betray him, and I don't know their names. So they're like, was it me, Jesus? No, it wasn't you. And then Judas says, was it me, Jesus? And Jesus says, well, Robin Williams as Jesus says,
And Jesus says,
was it me, Jesus?
Yes.
That's so funny.
That man. Oh, what a loss. What a tragic loss. Sorry.
It's okay. My thoughts have been completely derailed. In Christian mythology, Judas was the 13th guest at the Last Supper. You know, the guy that betrayed Jesus for
Complete dick.
Yeah, for
that-
pieces of silver.
That's it?
Which, depending
Damn.
on the coins used, is only about $90 to $400 today.
Shit.
Like, what a jerk, honestly.
What a jerk.
Judas brought men to arrest Jesus and identified him with a kiss. Jesus was then arrested, tried, and executed. Another 13th guest, leading to the death of a beloved figure. I also always think it's so interesting when mythology lines up like this. Like, so many mythologies mirror each other.
Well, I wonder why.
A good story is a good story, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A good superstition's a good superstition.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Another theory is rooted in sexism and patriarchy.
Yay, of course it is.
Shows up in my story too.
Woo!
Throughout history, the number 13 has been associated with women and female energy.
And we hate that for us.
Yeah. There are 13 menses annually.
Oh, great. We get an extra one even though there's 12 months.
It's because it follows the lunar cycle.
Right.
And there are 13 lunar cycles.
Right.
And across many cultures, the moon is associated with women.
Right.
So then the number's negative association may be a reflection of female oppression.
Like
Everything.
Rip.
But what about Friday the 13th?
Bum, bum, bum.
Every month.
It's Jason.
It is Jason.
Freaking Voorhees.
Freaking.
Freaking Voorhees. I like that.
Was he the 13th guest?
Oh, you bet. He was the 13th kid
that showed up to camp.
Oh, no.
Every month that starts on a Sunday will have a Friday the 13th. And there are 2 this year. So one on Friday, September 13th.
Ooh, that's coming up.
It is coming up.
On Friday, December 13th.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
13th.
My birth month.
Yes. There's also a big fancy word for the fear of Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Ooh, there's a word for it.
Yes, it's periskidecatrichophobia.
Oh, whoa.
It's big. It takes up inches of space.
Yeah, it's like 2 whole inches
Oh my God.
on my word doc.
Paradeca, flecca, flocka.
Paracadabra.
Avadava, cadavada. Oh, Jesus.
But what makes Friday the 13th so bad when every other month has a 13th? The reason may also be found in Christian mythology. Jesus was said to have been crucified on a Friday.
Oh.
So the combination of Friday and the number 13 was decidedly a bad combination.
Sure.
Especially for our friend Jesus.
The day you kill the man who's trying to get us to love each other.
Yeah.
That's not a great day for
not
them.
a great day for the world.
No.
Going deeper into Christian mythology, it is speculated that the forbidden fruit was eaten on a Friday.
Eve.
Oh, no. Knowledge.
Not knowledge. Historically, Friday the 13th was unlucky for the 600 Templars charged with false... the lisp! False crimes by King Philip IV of France on Friday the 13th in 1307.
If you divide 600 by 13, what happens?
I don't know.
Oh, God. Math.
I
It's
know.
all 666. Unfortunately, the true origin of the superstition...
46.
Oh, damn.
And then if you divide that by 13.
Ooh.
And just keep dividing it.
until we get something that works mathematically. I'm not a math person. So.
I'm also not
No.
a math person.
Anyway.
I've
I
discovered
don't know
I'm
what numbers are.
a little better at math than I used to be, though, so that's good.
Good.
Yes.
College math is like a whole different
It's
word than like
so
high school
different.
math. It's like
I was
just
shook.
basic algebra, like
Yeah.
what you actually should be learning instead of Common Core.
And they like explained it all good, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this makes sense.
I still didn't think that in college.
Oh.
The only class I ever got a C- in my life was math.
Oof.
Math was always hard for
Math
me too.
is hard, though, in general.
I'm a English slash science person.
Same girl.
And history. Love me some
I
history.
hate
Oh, yeah.
history.
I love history.
It can be fun, but it's also bad.
I like the history. Okay, I like certain types of history.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. It depends on the history.
Yeah.
I got the history of a grimoire book,
Oh, well, that would be cool.
and it looks like so cool.
Ooh,
So,
you'll have to
yeah.
let us know how
I'll have
it
to,
is.
yeah, bring it over.
Yes. Anyway.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, the true origins of the superstition have been lost to time, and nobody knows for certain why Friday the 13th is seen as just so darn unlucky.
Mm.
Today, though, when most people think of Friday the 13th, they think of a certain hockey mask wearing murderer.
Yes. Slay.
Literally.
I have a Camp Crystal Lake shirt, and when I wear it, no one ever gets it. And I'm like,
Oh, losers.
For real.
So what do you guys think? Do you believe in luck?
yes, but also I think you can manifest it, and I think
Mhm.
you can set intentions. I don't
Mhm.
think it's so out of our control.
Oh, yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say, it's like your own, like how you're
Like you
doing
can-
things, and like you can like
Mhm.
make it your own. Yeah.
Well, and even in the worst times of my life, when I've come out the other side, things that were better than I imagined have happened.
Oh, yeah.
Like I got to be in places in life that were better than I ever thought
Mhm.
because I couldn't see that for myself
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
until I went through the hard bullshit.
Yeah.
So I think there is luck, but we can make our own luck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But other people don't agree with that, and that's okay.
That is
That is
okay.
okay. Well, you can't just like sit around on the couch and be like, "Oh, I'm so unlucky. Like nothing good ever happens to
Yeah.
me."
Yeah, because
But
you
then
never
you're-
do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're just sitting on the couch like wishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for all you people out there just wishing, maybe take a little baby step toward what you want and then
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
some momentum going.
Even just like a Google search, like how can I
Yes.
do XYZ?
How much has started from a Google search?
Literally.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. I've
You-
started whole businesses just from a Google search.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
People have like so much more power than they think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the patriarchy doesn't want us to know.
Nope.
And capitalism.
Capitalism doesn't want us to know.
Anywho.
Anyways.
Do you guys think the number 13 is unlucky?
No.
No.
I don't either. I've actually had good
I love the
associations
Same.
number
with
13.
I've been seeing 13 a lot lately too. Not just because there's a Friday the 13th
Right.
this month, but
13 has been coming up a lot lately,
Mhm.
but I've never had a bad Friday the 13th. It's always been a good
Same.
day.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So suck it.
Suck
Just-
Yeah. No, 13 is good for me. And the things in like that's associated with it have always been good for me.
Yeah.
So in school, do you want to know something wild?
Yes.
My first locker number was 13 when I was a freshman.
Mm.
My second locker number, and I'm not even playing, was 666.
Oh, I love
Slay.
that
My
for
best
you.
friend was a little spooked by it, but I was like, hell yeah.
You're like, this is fine.
Yeah, so I've always had a cool
wonder-
number for my lockers when I
That's
was
so
in high
cool.
school.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I don't even remember my. Well, I didn't have cool numbers.
Yeah, no, that's like literally the only reason I remember because they were like numbers that were metal.
Right.
Metal.
I bet. I wonder how many kids got 666 and was like, no, he's the devil. Well,
Probably.
my locker's the devil.
The devil's gonna
I
live
feel
in
like
my
the
locker.
person that like when they were like because they would do a tour and then you
Mhm.
had like a counselor person that would like show you where your stuff was. Like I feel like they were waiting for me to be like, I actually don't want this locker.
This locker. And you're like, metal.
No, I was like, ooh, and they were like, oh, okay.
We picked the right weirdo to have the 666 locker.
They probably just like knew from like freshman me. They're like, oh, let's give that to her.
That's so
Man.
funny.
Oh, I didn't go to North San Pete for my sophomore year.
Yeah.
So in Springville, sophomores are the youngest in the high school. So I was the youngest 2 years in a row. So I didn't have the option of a 666.
Damn.
And then I didn't go my senior year. So I was never in the senior hall.
That's rough, buddy.
I graduated early.
I mean, that's not rough.
That's a slay.
It
but...
was great to graduate early because I hated that shithole. The only cool thing is they were the devils.
Ooh.
Oh, we talked about that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's also metal.
Metals.
Would you guys take a flight on Friday the 13th?
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
like,
a cheaper flight.
It's great for us.
Yeah. And it is strange that a superstition with an unknown origin has such a grip on so many people's minds, especially in Western culture.
Oh, yeah.
We're very fearful.
We are.
Yes.
Very superstitious, very fearful. The people who came to America and stole it were very superstitious, very fearful.
They sure were.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I wonder why. We are also doing a Friday the 13th giveaway. You gotta go to our Instagram, and it's at Seance With My Siblings, and follow us. And then pinned to the top of our Instagram is a giveaway post. Like that post and tag your spooky bestie for a chance to enter to win.
Woo!
Woo! There are awesome prizes that you can win. Very fun, very demure.
There's a TikTok
There
where
is
you
a
can see
TikTok.
the prizes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cup and a keychain, and there's a sock. A sock?
A singular sock.
We're going to give you a Dobby sock.
A pair of socks and another keychain. And there's 2 winners. So you can win the cup and the keychain or the socks and the keychain.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Go and enter.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. When this episode drops, there will only be 2 days left to enter. Because we're announcing the winners on Friday the 13th.
On Instagram and TikTok?
On Instagram and TikTok. And then on that very next Wednesday, we'll also see the winners on the podcast.
Cool.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. We're talking about black cats.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Which I know there's like a clothing company or something, and like their logo is a black cat and has like a 13 on its forehead, or I'm thinking of like Lucky 13, the restaurant or something.
Ooh.
I don't know, but it's a thing.
Okay.
So here we go. When I see a black cat, my heart melts and I want to pet them and give them treats.
Yes.
Yes.
I am owned by 2 black cats and 1 tuxedo cat. Our queen Binks is a regal creature who looks down upon her adoring peasants from the top of the ceiling-high cat tower, where she rules over her domain. And Binks is a special black cat. She's smoke cat. She has a white undercoat. It is so cool.
Yeah.
And that's
So
how
pretty.
I tell her and Kenton apart. Because I can't. Even though everybody's like, their heads are shaped different. This is shaped different. I'm like, oh.
Like,
no.
oh.
Anyway. And Kenton, our other black cat, is more of a lover, preferring the couch or making biscuits on someone's lap.
Oh.
Yes.
The tuxedo cat is Tulliver. We call him Terrified Tulliver, or Tulliver the Terrified, because he is terrified of everything, and he rules over the basement stairs, not allowing even one dog to pass while he is on guard.
He's keeping the demons down there. And or away
Just
from
let
them.
them go. He was like, bye.
He's like, oh, bestie.
Yeah, kind of.
So cute.
Sorry. So, how and why did these beautiful creatures become harbingers of misfortune? It seems that fearful 13th century Catholics are to blame for the superstitions around black cats being evil and being harbingers of misfortune. And for some reason, it has taken a chokehold on people to this day.
God damn it.
Because there's always like that, don't let a black cat cross your path. Meow, meow, meow. This fear made it an easy link to witches during the witch trials. So how did it become that black cats have been singled out and associated with witches, Halloween, bad luck, and all sorts of evil shenanigans? Cue mysterious music. Fear. Yeah, thanks, Ted. Fear. That is how. Fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of being accused of witchcraft. Fear of being accused of being evil, fear of like being accused of being a woman.
Oh,
So,
God.
you know, plain old everyday fear.
That'll get you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If someone was trying to accuse you of witchcraft, wouldn't it be tempting to come up with a tale that you saw old lady Jenkins cavorting with a black cat?
Not
who
old
was
lady
Actually,
Jenkins.
her familiar, and say old lady Jenkins sent her cat to your home because, like,
Ooh.
now you have evidence that she's actually the witch and not you. So
Mm.
Lady Jenkins sent the cat to your house, and now your milk is soured and your crops are dead. No,
God damn it.
right? So how could you possibly be the witch? Because it's that old lady with the black cat. Obviously. Doesn't she even look like a witch? She has fucking wrinkles. How'd she live to be old enough to get wrinkles?
Not the wrinkle.
Well, in the
She
witch
has
trials,
a
how
mole?
did you live to be that old? People be dying,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You obviously made a pact with the devil.
right?
To stay so long
Obviously.
living.
Yes, and you're letting demons suckle at your witch teats.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because they thought that. And you feed your familiar with your witch teats, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Witch teats.
My teats.
My teats.
I don't know if you have anything on this, and I don't want to like steal your thunder if you do. But they would also like if an old lady, they're like, oh, she's old. We can like just take her property and stuff
yeah.
because she's old and she
Mm.
should
And she's
be
a
dead
woman.
anyway.
And she's a what? Like, she
Yeah.
doesn't matter. She doesn't really count as a person. There's no man
Yeah.
there to... There's no man there to really own the property.
Yeah.
I didn't say that, so I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes. A lot of times that was the cause. Like some dude was like, oh,
Wow.
old lady Betty has more land than me and I deserve that because
How
I'm a man.
That's
Dare
what
she.
happened to the Bell Witch. That's part of her story.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Patriarchy.
Patriarchy. Hexapatriarchy.
The patriarchy. Anyway. Sorry.
Anyways.
Blow my nose, allergies.
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 I'm probably like allergic to all my cats and dogs too. So that's
Mhm.
fine. Okay. However, this association of witches and cats did come much earlier, possibly. There is some evidence that ancient Greeks likened cats to Hecate or Hecate, however you want to say it. I say Hecate because that's what she told me to say.
I always say Hecate.
I used to say it that way, and then she's like, it's Hecate. I'm like, okay, cool. Sorry, girl.
She always has the tea.
She
She
has
does
the
have the
tea.
tea.
Actually, I give her a lot of booze and sprigs of mint that I grow. She likes that.
Oh,
Anyway. Anyway, back to cats. So Greeks likened cats to Hecate, who is the goddess of witches, liminal spaces, crossroads, among other many things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I personally have known Hecate to be more associated with dogs, but in 2 different articles I read for this, there is a mentioned link between Hecate, cats, and witchcraft.
I have also seen that it's just like black animals. In
Yeah, black
Yeah.
animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she happy at my house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. I know she's like, look at all the babies like
And they're like, oh. Yes.
Imagine being petted by Hecate.
An honor.
That's
An
why
honor.
that's why Binks is such a queen.
There you go.
Right? Okay. This link is thought to be a piece of why black cats are associated with bad luck and Halloween. Because, like, that's totally Hecate's bad. Not like bad luck, but like Samhain,
Yeah.
underworld, blah, blah, blah.
All those fun things.
Yeah.
The best parts
All
of
the
life.
best parts of life. Mhm. During the times of the bubonic plague, some people in Europe thought that cats were the carriers of the plague, leading to people killing cats, which is great for them. This clearing out of cat populations actually did a lot of harm to people as the rats population grew. And rats, their fleas specifically, were actually the culprit of the spreading. So what did we learn today? Killing black cats or any cats and killing witches is bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't even think about it.
Do it. There is so much more that can be said of the horrors done to black cats, specifically starting during the plague. People were going completely fucking wild and believing that black cats were the embodiment of evil. So in many countries, as part of Lent rituals, black cats were killed by various means, such as being beaten to death, being burned alive.
Oh my God.
And being hurled off of church towers what is called the Festival of Cats, which is still held today. But the cats are stuffed. They use stuffed cats.
That literally makes my stomach sick.
I know. But so, yeah. Yeah. And I didn't purposefully mention the countries because I don't want to call anyone out. Because I don't want people there that listen to us to be sad. Because they probably already know, and I don't want to put them on blast. And thanks to everyone who's been listening to us. I can't believe we have someone listening in Russia and someone listening in Germany.
Yes. Canada.
Our friendly neighbors to the north. So thanks, everyone. And tons of people in Utah and California and Nevada. And then, in a lot of other states, there's, one person who listens, which is really cool.
Thanks,
yeah, that's so cool. Thank you.
Anyway, okay, now to end on a bright note.
Yay.
All is not so dark and bleak in the world of black cats. There is a more positive note to end on. Yay.
Yay.
The ancient Egyptians revered cats as they were treated like royalty. Black cats specifically held a special place as they likened them to the goddess Bastet, who has the head of a cat and the body of a woman. I would like to invite us all to help end the stigma of black cats, and here's where I'm gonna fucking cry. Oh, these sweet little babies need our help. All of us cat parents need to become members of the Black Cat Parent Club and help other potential cat parents consider adopting a black cat they are all at significant risk for not finding a home simply because of their black fur.
Yeah. It's awful.
And I've heard on Halloween and Friday the 13th and stuff like that, shelters won't adopt out black cats because they're worried people are using them in rituals and slaughtering them.
My God.
Beyond that, have you heard of the teens that adopted a black cat on Halloween just to literally torture it?
Yeah. That's why
just
they
because they're assholes, not because of any sort of...
they're not I'm a Satanist and I'm going to kill this poor cat, because I know Satanists and they wouldn't do that.
No.
They certainly wouldn't
not
do that. Yeah. So go out and just have an orgy. Don't kill a cat.
Yeah. Satanic orgy.
Yeah. Just do that.
There you go.
So let's all take a moment to consider adopting a black cat when we're out looking at kittens. They're more looked over and avoided. And for why for?
Yeah, for why for?
I have good luck with my little black kitties. Do you know they keep my house free of mice? They're the best hunters. And no one can see them in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please become a member of the Black Cat Parent Club and adopt a black cat today.
Yes.
And don't kill it, for God's sake. Don't be a shithead.
Don't. Yeah.
Oh my God. Who are you?
Not that I think anybody who would be listening to our podcast would ever even consider doing something like that. But yeah, so that is the black cats and the superstitions.
I like it. I love little black kitties.
They're so precious.
They
Just
are so
all
precious.
animals.
They are. Yes. I know.
Binks is such a queen. Did you
So
know female cats are called queens?
I did know
Ooh.
that.
And I think it's funny because female dogs are called bitches.
Mom actually threw a fit about that when she found out. She was like, "No way, my bitch is a bitch."
She is kind of a sweet bitch, though.
Yeah.
She is. I know it's getting
That's a cute shirt.
It is a cute shirt.
It was supposed to come with matching leggings. It did not. I gave them a 1-star review.
Oh, damn.
For the price, this is not worth $30.
Oh, for the
It was
listeners.
supposed to come. Oh, I'm wearing a Freddy Krueger tank top
that says "Sweet Dreams,"
and it has this spooky
Claws.
clawed hand, glove, knife.
glove knife.
glove knife, dream hands.
Oh, no, we're completely off the rails.
As usual.
As
But
usual.
this is just the thing for us.
This
There
really
are
is.
no rails.
That's true.
There's not
We
even a
were-
train.
There's not even a train.
No. What is the train of thought? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, we have socials
We
We
do.
do have socials.
Where you can enter
to win.
to win the Friday the 13th stuffs.
Yes.
You can email us your spooky stories.
Mhm.
Yes, or pictures of your black cats.
Or,
Yes.
and how you came to be their parent.
Yes.
Or really just send us your animal pictures, please.
Yes.
Send us your fur baby pics
And a spooky story if you've got one. All of them. All the
All
above.
the spooky.
yes.
Yeah.
at seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a TikTok.
And we have lots of fun tiki-talkies to go watch on this TikTok.
Yes. Also at Seance With My Siblings.
And our Instagram is also Seance With My Siblings.
Follow us.
Follow us.
Rate and review.
Rate and review on iTunes. Like and subscribe.
Smash that like
Smash that like button.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
One day they will be able to see us.
One day they will.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta take my.